Hello, my name is Khyati. I work for IT4 Innovation National Supercomputing Center, which is in Ostrava. We mainly focus on projects like object detection, image segmentation, medical imaging, um, anomaly detection, and scientific visualization of scientific data in virtual reality. We also create large scenes for rendering, and we also create some courses for architecture visualization for students. Today, I will talk about two cases related to microscopic images. So, first case is analysis of slurry coatings for scanning electron microscope images using deep learning approaches. So, the motivation is that these coatings are being used in extreme temperature environments like steam turbines and solar power plants. So, we need to do analysis of the coatings so that we can make them better and stronger. So we collaborate with a different company named Fraunhofer. Fraunhofer creates these slurries. So if you see there is a substrate, they put aluminium slurry, and when they heat treat it, there are after the diffusion process, these Fa2L5 and FAEL are formed, and we are interested in these type of features. So we are interested in finding the thickness and concentration of these different layers. You see the pores, the CR precipitates, Fa2L5 and FEL layers. So the problem here is that we just receive very few images, and for machine learning, we need more data to train our neural network model. So here, that's why we use Blender to create synthetic data. And the another difficult challenge is creating the segmentation mask. So with Blender, we are able to create segmentation mask also. So I will show you how it's created. We focus on scene geometry modeling, material and shader designer, mask generation, Python and automation, and camera acquisition variability. So a plane was taken and a shader has been created. This shader is a big node, and from outside you can control the parameters. Here the vector node is parameterized, and with this animation we can create different varieties of when the vector mapping changes, the images changes. So similarly we can create mask. So these different colors shows different features. So for different layers, we are using gradient texture. For pores and like circle type of objects, we are using Voronoi or noise textures. And then we use color ramps for the contrast, and shader nodes for mixing all the different features. So here I'm showing how the different features are, different shaders are used. So you can stack multiple features, and also on and off whether you want some feature or not. This is the image from synthetic data and the mask created by in Blender. We also use Python to automate, because this is just one image. We can create multiple images by changing the values using Python, and we can submit the scene for rendering. Animation, I already explained, like we animate the vector node, and because of which the images change based on the frame. And then camera we set as orthographic with a fixed value of scale, so that it's only the camera is focused only on the plane. We at IT4I has developed a plugin because we have a cluster. We are able to render on our cluster, and it's very faster than rendering on workstation or on your laptop. So you can see it decreases the rendering time a lot. So this is the demo of the plugin we have created. So you set the properties, you just submit the job, and it finishes, and you can just download it. So it's much faster. So these are some images. The top row is real data, and the second row is synthetic data. And here I'm showing what data augmentation we have done. Data augmentation we do to increase the number of images by randomly changing the contrast or rotation or variations, different variations. So this is the methodology. What we do is for a neural network, we need data. So we are creating synthetic data. We have some real data. We data process it like Gaussian blurring and normalized image. Then we feed it to neural network and we get the results. After getting the result, it's the prediction we get, and we do post-processing, which involves removing outliners, detection of boundaries, and using that we calculate what we actually needed, like concentration and thickness of layers. So this just shows how it's being calculated. You get the prediction, and then you binarize the image by black and white. You calculate every feature. For example, pores, precipitates, the thickness of Fe2L5 layer, and then at the right side, it's denoted image. So here are the results, like how even with just synthetic data, we are able to train the neural network model, and it's showing the overlap on the right-hand side. The graphs are showing. So this is the conclusion that synthetic data generator can be created in Blender, and we can use it. Second case is deep learning based segmentation of AFM data for epitextual graphene analysis on silicon carbide terrace identification. So this is also a microscopic image, but it's on nanoscale, and this is a different type of microscope, AFM. And this one is, the motivation is, okay, so the motivation is just to analyze how the graphene is growing on silicon carbide structure to understand the nanoparticles and material properties. So here, what they do is, this is also with collaboration with another company called Activeair. So what they do is they form layers in the on the left-hand side. You can see they form different layers of graphene on silicon carbide substrate, which is then after diffusion process, it creates only two terraces, S2 and S3. Now here there is a step gap of from S2 to S3 there is 0.5, and from S3 to S2 0.25. So our target is to find what terrace is what. We don't know from the image, and what is the distance. We have to find. So this is the real data. The top one is topography. Topography just shows how is the height of the substrate, and friction is how much resistance it is facing while the microscope reads the image. And on the right hand side there is ground truth. So different colors shows different terraces, which I just explained, like S2, S3, which one is formed, whether it's bilinear or single layer graphene. So we have to identify these features in this case. So here also we have created a synthetic data generator scene in Blender because we don't have a lot. Like I just received one image from them, and we are still waiting for more data. So this project is still in progress. So based on that image, we have created the scene. It simulates the surface and the different terraces. So here also, this time it's created in geometry node. Last was in shader editor. So here you see just a plane is taken, and with the geometry nodes, you can first check the video. So geometry nodes, I'm using a color attribute to give different colors to this plane. And then I'm creating different features of interest, like there are circles, there are buffers, and there are terraces. So with different nodes, I'm doing this. So using noise texture, I mask the image, and using that mask, I set the position as height I want to, like 0.25 nanometer or 0.5 nanometer. And I also create mask in the geometry node itself. So here also orthographic camera is there. And here you can change whether you want mask or friction image. So basically creating all three image here. And same concept is applied for different animation. The vector node is animated. So you get different type of images with animation. So basically, this is how you can create your own synthetic data. So I'm using this is synthetic data, topography, friction, and ground truth mass. So this the idea is same, to have the data synthetic plus real. For now, we just have synthetic. And then train the model and then apply to real AFM image and see how a model trained on synthetic data is working or not on real data. So this is the pipeline. So this is SiC substrate, silicon carbide substrate. Then this is read by AFM microscope. So we get these real training set. We are creating synthetic set. These two we will feed to neural network. So here I'm using UNet with ResNet encoder. The prediction is boundary probability. This is again then fed to another neural network model, which is available from Facebook. It's called the segment anything model, SAM model. So with this, we are able to identify all the different clusters, and then we can use this prediction to calculate the thickness and detect the different terraces, the graphene layers, and the concentration. So this is the result. So it's not perfect. We are still working on it, but you can see that this the top is topography, friction. Here, these images is prediction of the first neural network, which detects the boundary. At the bottom, after detecting the boundary, we are applying another. That is the ground truth. After this, there's a SAM prediction. These four are different prediction from different methods. So SAM is able to predict, but there is still scope for improvement. So that's the conclusion, basically, that you can create your own synthetic scene, data scene, and render images and create your own data set to train neural network model. So thank you. And I would like to ask, maybe if someone is interested in AI and Blender, or someone doing similar stuff can come to me, we can have a conversation. Thank you.